Tag, and hello, I'm live from DragonsAteOurName, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Johanka has been arrested, and now we have to try and get her off the burning fires of the stake. And try to maybe just get her excommunicated and not actually killed. And for that, we have to get some testimonies. Now, I don't think most of them will do us any good. Pavel, I only gave half of his money away, so the Rathaus and the church won't have anything good to say, and probably the monastery doesn't either, because the monetary value wasn't very high, and the tailor's wife, we didn't help her either, so I don't know how many people I can actually convince to speak on Johanka's behalf. But we will try. I mean, Adela just walked by me, so she will be the first one. Come here.
Adela, the Inquisitor is going to try Johanka in court.
Oh, Lord. I hope she's acquitted. I was absolutely devastated when they took her away.
I need people to speak in her defense, and I'd like to ask you to do it.
I don't want to go there. Really. I'm afraid of that Inquisitor.
Understandable.
But you helped me, and so did Johanka. It's only right that I should try and help her. But what am I supposed to say there? I'm just a simple village girl. I don't know anything about these things.
That doesn't matter. You just be yourself. It should be enough to talk about all the good Johanka does here, and how she helps others. I'll send for you if you're needed.
All right.
Maybe I should give her some pointers, though. Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Brother Nicodemus, you will speak for Johanka, I know that.
Brother Nicodemus.
You've heard something?
The Inquisitor has decided that Johanka will be tried, but he's agreed that I can defend her.
That's really quite unusual. It must mean he hasn't come to a clear conclusion yet.
Yep.
Yes. I'll get her out of it.
I'm afraid it may not be that easy. The thing is, I expect Johanka will say the same things before the court that she's been preaching.
What are you saying?
Well, I've been thinking about what she's been saying, and it seems to me her preaching has a certain progression. Are you acquainted with the notion of the three orders of man?
No.
Not really, no.
It's like this. It's said that everyone has their God-given place and purpose on earth. Laboratores, oratores, and bellatores. Those who work, those who pray, and those who fight. The common folk are born to work, to reap the fruits of the earth and to obey the laws of God and man. It is the purpose of the nobles to protect the people and the church against all dangers and to maintain peace and justice on earth. And the church in turn has the task of caring for the spiritual welfare of all, ensuring the salvation of their souls and bringing solace to the people in times of hardship, so that they can endure their earthly trials and enter the kingdom of heaven.
But what's all that got to do with Johanka?
She first preached to the working class, then to the nobles, and then
addressed the
to
concerns
the
of the common folk. And in the second, she criticized the nobility.
Yeah, I see where you're going.
Ah. So you think she might start talking about the church?
Yes, I'm afraid she might. I dread to think how that might end up. Henry, you must warn her against that. She must show humility before the Inquisitor, and the wisest course would be to admit to being wrong. She's rather stubborn, but perhaps she'll listen to you.
But the Inquisitor said no one's allowed to see her.
No one except the Inquisitor's own men. You'll just have to think something up. I'm afraid Johanka's fate is mainly in your hands now. I'm relying on you.
See you later.
Oof. Oof, that's not good. So I have to get the clothes of his men and maybe get to Johanka that way? Oh god. Testimony in court.
Witnesses can be summoned for Johanka's trial. So I wanted to ask you if you give a testimony. Maybe some learned speech in her defense?
I'd be glad to do it. Johanka deserves my help. Such testimonies could carry a lot of weight. You should try and get as many as you can.
Yeah, I'm afraid I won't get many.
I just won't get any sleep.
Thanks, though. Sebastian. Hey, I need to talk to you. Testimony in court. I know about you and Johanka. Hand over the trophies. I know about you and Johanka.
I know about you and her. She told me everything.
Oh? What exactly do you mean? You'd better be very careful what you say, boy.
Well, you slept with her.
I know you're a married man, but you haven't always been entirely faithful to your wife.
How dare you?
Uh-oh. Would
And you had to pick Johanka. I know all about it. And you should know it's finished.
Uh-oh, this
Johanka
is not the right thing to
was
say.
feeling vulnerable when it was all too much for her. That's all. She and Matthias care for each other, so leave them alone. She doesn't want to have anything more to do with you.
I shouldn't have said that.
And she won't.
How dare you speak
God
like
damn it.
that to a noble? You, a blacksmith's brat from Skalitz.
Please
If
don't
you
throw
weren't
me.
in Lord Kobila's charge, I'd have you whipped for your lies and dragged behind a horse all the way to Ratai. But whoever you might be hiding behind, next time I'll do just that. Now get out!
God damn it. God damn it, I shouldn't have said that. I'm an idiot.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I need
Testimony.
something from you, sir. I suppose you heard that Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor and is facing charges of heresy.
I did, and it's most disturbing news.
What you might not know is that he's agreed that I can defend her at the trial.
You? Do you even know what to say?
Of course I know.
Sure I know. It'll turn out just fine. Trust me. But I need you to testify at the court. In Johanka's defense, of course.
Naturally. You don't think I could just sit here and do nothing? Besides, the bishop has already insisted that I appear before the court.
Oh. All right.
One moment. I apologize if I was a little hasty. This whole affair has left me anxious. I appreciate that you want to defend her. However, I don't think it would have any effect. No offense, but I don't think you'll be able to achieve anything in court. I'm afraid the Inquisitor will judge as he sees fit, whatever anyone says. But I have an idea how you could help.
Oh? How's that?
Flee. With Johanka, of course.
How?
You might be right. But how? The bishop won't let anyone see Johanka.
Johanka is being held at the rat house, isn't she? You could pass yourself off as one of the Inquisitor's men, get in there at night, and escape with her.
Pass myself off as one of his retinue. How? That sounds very risky. Yeah, how would I do that?
How am I supposed to pass myself off as one of his men?
Well, when his guard came here, he identified himself by means of a document. If you could get your hands on it, think about it. But whatever you decide, if Johanka comes to any harm, you'll have me to answer to. I'm very fond of her, and her of me.
Well,
And I don't want anything to happen to her, understand? But if everything ends well, I'll show you my gratitude, I assure you. Been a pleasure.
I don't know if I want your gratitude, but I would like to save Johanka, so I could try and get her out, but I don't think she'll come with me. I just don't think she would. That would probably take a lot of persuasion to get her out of here. And I need a certain document from the Inquisitor himself. I would probably have to steal that at night. I'm not sure I want to take that risk. Let's talk to Pavel. Maybe he doesn't know that I only gave away half of his coin.
Huh?
Hello, Pavel. Johanka's trial.
Goodman Pavel, you're still here. That's a relief. I was afraid I'd miss you.
Ah, Henry. What would you like from me? Maybe you'd like
God
to rob
damn
me
it.
of what I have left, or what is it this time?
What are you talking
What on
about?
earth do you mean?
You stole half of the money you were supposed to donate. You robbed
I
me,
didn't
lied
steal it.
to me, and dishonored the Blessed Virgin on whose behalf Johanka spoke.
You do me a disservice. God damn it, I have to lie here because he has to speak on Johanka's behalf.
You're accusing me falsely. I donated the money I found in the place you described, and it wasn't easy to find either.
You mean half of the money I put there?
Half?
Cheers!
What are you saying?
Don't think you can fool me. When it comes to coin, my memory is flawless. I remember exactly how much was there. 90 score groschen.
Well, then someone must have found it earlier and taken some.
Someone finds treasure and takes only half. Very fishy, I'd say.
No, not at all, actually. A lot of footpads think if they leave 1 groschen for every groschen they steal, it will absolve them of their sin, and they can line their purses with a clean conscience.
Well, there is a certain twisted logic to it.
I feel
I know
so bad
some
doing
merchants who
this.
think just like that. All right, Henry. I admit I jumped to conclusions.
God.
Good. Well, now we've got that settled,
hate doing
there's
this.
something I'd like to ask of you. The Inquisitor has locked up Johanka. She's accused of heresy. I'd like to ask you to speak to the court in Johanka's defense.
Of course, Henry. You have my word. And the word of a burgher of Colleen ought to mean something. But to speak in defense of someone accused of heresy is no small matter. What do you want me to say?
The same thing you told me. That it was a sacred sign that you happened to be nearby when Johanka was speaking, and so on.
True. I'll tell the bishop that. You can rest assured.
Thank you very much. Please wait here a few more days for the court to convene, then I'll send for you.
All right. For Johanka's sake, I'll wait. Take care.
Thanks. Thanks. I think he said like 3 days. The trial will take place in 3 days. I also feel very bad having lied to him, but I think that was very necessary, and otherwise he wouldn't have spoken on Johanka's behalf. And I need him to. I need all the help that I can get. Oh, I still feel so bad. I still feel like that should have been worded differently. Because that was just kind of unfair. The way that it said
May the Lord
only
watch
half.
over you, Henry.
Thanks, Guta.
Good morning.
I mean, you have nothing to say. Testimony in court.
I need your help with something. I'm sure you've heard. Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor.
Who hasn't? The whole of Sasso is talking about it. And the Inquisitor was asking around about her.
I'd like to ask you to appear before the court and say something in Johanka's defense.
I understand, but you'll have to forgive me. I don't want to show my face there. Never mind speak for Johanka. I wouldn't want people to associate me with her. What with her being a heretic, see?
People and their evil tongues. But I understand. It's a tricky business. I won't push you.
Take care.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Now I can go to the church and I can go to the Rathaus too. Or maybe I can help Father Fabian with something. Johanka's trial.
Father, the Inquisitor has had Johanka thrown in jail.
I know, son.
He's planning a hearing.
Rightly so. It's about time this whole matter was dealt with.
What do you make of it all?
What do you think about it then?
As I say, it's a good thing that the matter is being investigated. The things Johanka has been preaching are, to say the least, disturbing. Who knows what these dreams are that she speaks of? And her words are only putting ideas in people's heads and leading them astray. Now, instead of going to church, as they should, they go to her in the false belief that they will find solace. It's creating a chasm between the people and the church and leading them away from the true teaching left to us by Christ. They're misguided and swamped in heretical ideas.
Can I persuade him otherwise? But the Virgin Mary speaks to her. Johanka is no heretic.
But Johanka is no heretic. She's a good, kind girl who's only trying to do the right thing. I'll defend her.
Suit yourself. But mind you don't get ensnared in her fallacies, and leave it to the bishop to judge the matter.
Of course.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I didn't think that Father Fabian would have anything good to say because I didn't give him the money, so what's it to him? Kinda. I wanted to talk to the bailiff. I want to buy grain for Prabyslavitz? No. Johanka's trial.
Master Bailiff, Inquisitor Yaroslav is going to try Johanka.
I know. He was here asking questions, too.
Oh? What did he want to know?
Various things. Like how things are here, whether people are honest, whether we observe the fest days and so forth. And then he asked about Johanka, about what she preaches, whether people come to listen to her and that. He's been talking to a lot of other people in Sasau too. I even heard that Katra, the swordsmith's wife, invited him to dine with them.
That's interesting. Thanks for telling me.
Katra? Okay. Will you go and testify?
Was he just asking questions, or does he want you to testify before the court?
Yes, he did ask me to testify, and I'm none too happy about it.
I see. And what are you going to say about her?
It depends what I'm asked, but there's not much I can say. I don't know Johanka very well. She seems virtuous and self-sacrificing to me. She's never done anything wrong, and no one here ever had a cross word to say about her. Until recently. Maybe some gossip about her and Sir Sebastian. But I've heard similar talk about half the women folk here.
She's a virtuous girl. She helped a lot of people here. Yeah, she helped a lot of people.
Johanka has helped a lot of people here, selflessly. Her heart is in the right place.
True. But then there's that preaching of hers. Folk have been falling out. They're split according to whether they believe Johanka or not. I don't know quite what to think of it myself. But I don't want to jump to conclusions. I'll wait and see what the learned bishop has to say.
Will you speak on her behalf? I can bribe him? I don't think I should try.
Thank you for speaking openly, Master Bailiff.
Take care.
I don't think I should try. I want to talk to Katra, though. What was that? Hello. Johanka's trial.
I'm here about Johanka.
You're that fella of hers, are you? What do you want?
No. I'm just a friend of hers. Matthias is her fella.
Huh. God knows how many she has.
I heard you invited Bishop Yaroslav to come and dine with you?
Yes, so what? Bishop Yaroslav is an esteemed visitor to Sasau, and it's only fitting he should be suitably hosted by devout burghers.
What did you talk about? What do you have against Johanka? Yeah.
What have you got against Johanka?
Nothing. The question is, what has she got against us? Tell me that.
What?
She turns up here and tries to tell us how to live our lives. Says the Virgin Mary whispers to her in the night. Yeah, I'm sure. To a simple village wench. I'd like to know who's really putting those ideas in her head. She's just getting people all worked up. Men, especially. Coming around here with her nonsense. Sasau is a decent, orderly place, I'll have you know. We don't want any trouble here. All this talk about hellfire and the end of the world. God have mercy. No one is interested in what she has to say. All they want is some spectacle. She ought to have thought twice before she started. Not that she wasn't warned.
Warned? How?
What do you mean, warned?
As I said, she was told.
What are you implying? Explain yourself. Yeah, explain yourself.
Tell me everything you know. I represent the royal hetman, so don't try and keep anything from me.
If you must know, some of the fellas want to have it out with her and tell her to stop. No one wants her speeches here. But would she listen? No. The devil possessed her to bring harm to us.
So it was you who sent those men?
All I wanted was to protect the Sasau folk against her poisonous tongue. And I'll do just that. The Monsignor asked me to testify in court. And I'll tell everything I know there.
And I'll do likewise. Farewell.
Go.
So I think I can use that. I think I can use that. That she stirred up trouble. I'm guessing it's these gentlemen here that I have to persuade. Should I try? I don't know. Hi.
Hey, clear off. No one's allowed to talk to Johanka. Bishop Yaroslav's orders.
I'll pay. I'm from the bishop. I don't think I'll be able to persuade him without the document.
I know. I was just testing you. And you passed. I'm with the bishop's entourage, and I'm here at his command. Let me in to talk to Johanka.
In that case, you surely know that everyone who comes from the bishop has to show a document to prove it.
Good, good. Your diligence is commendable. I don't have the document on me at present, though. I left it at the monastery.
Sorry, sir. We'll have to go and get it. I can't let you in otherwise. I wouldn't want to anger the Monsignor.
Of course. And you can actually read, can you?
A little, sir, yes. That's why they put me here.
Very wise. You're clearly the right man for the job. Very well. I'll be back soon with that paper.
Good luck, then.
Okay, so I convinced him to let me in if I can show him the document. Now I just have to get that document. I have an idea where I can get it. There's this guard in front of Johanka's room, and I think I can pickpocket the guy. I just have to be extremely careful. Yes, this is what I need. Whew! Okay, I think I have the thing. Whew, damn. Alrighty, dude. I'm back with the document. I've got the document.
Here's the document. See?
Show me that? That's fine. Thank you, sir. I'll see you later.
Okay, where is Johanka? Here, in here. Okay, hi.
Johanka, are you alright?
Yes, Henry. I'm fine. I'm glad to see you.
I spoke to the Inquisitor. He wants to put you on trial.
I know. It's all in God's hands now.
No, it's not. I mean, it is, of course. But the bishop has allowed me to defend you.
You want to defend me? Thank you, Henry, that's very kind of you. But you needn't bother. Our Lady won't let anything bad happen to me.
That's
I
not
am
how
her
it works.
instrument, and I am completely in her hands. Everything that's happening is her sacred will.
But I won't stand by with my arms folded. You need someone to testify for you. As I said, I will defend you.
If you insist. Maybe it's the will of the Virgin that you came to me. So be it then.
About the trial, we have to flee. I did a pilgrimage. What did the bishop talk to you about? I did the pilgrimage.
I went to Ujits, like you asked.
That's good, Henry. I hope you purged yourself of your sins.
I did the pilgrimage of penance, like you said. And in the church, I begged the Virgin Mary for forgiveness.
And she will bless you, Henry. You're a good man. Remember that. And don't stray into wrongdoing again.
I will. I already pickpocketed a guy to get here.
I made a donation to the church, too. And the parish priest there, Father Godwin, he was asking about you.
Was he? What did you tell him?
Oh, just about everything that's going on and the things you were saying. He was quite moved by it, to tell the truth. He even gave me some writings.
You see? Maybe Our Lady is giving you a sign, too.
About the trial.
About that trial?
Yes, the trial.
You mustn't provoke the bishop. You really mustn't.
I'll get some people who will testify for you in court. But Brother Nicodemus is worried you'll say things that will make the Inquisitor angry. Please don't do that. You have to talk to him respectfully, answer his questions with humility, and not say anything to annoy him. And don't say anything against the church or priests. Please.
I'll say only what the Blessed Virgin wants me to say.
Please listen to me.
Johanka, please. You mustn't say anything against him or the church. Be contrite. Maybe even admit you might have been wrong about some things. I don't think the Inquisitor is so bad. If you submit to him, he'll drop the charges.
You too now. You're speaking exactly the same as his assistant. The two of you joined forces against me, did you?
I've nothing to do with him. I didn't even know he was here. Believe me, I'm really trying to help you.
You don't believe me anymore, do you?
I do. I believe you.
I do, Johanka, I believe you. But in court, you must speak reasonably, prudently. A lot depends on it. Maybe even your life.
I appreciate your concern for me, Henry, really, I do. But you must understand. I can't deny that the Virgin Mary visits me, or what she wants to tell us. Not now. After everything that's happened, I can't. Otherwise, she won't heal Matthias.
But you have to consider yourself and what's good for you. Surely you don't want to be convicted of heresy? That won't do anyone any good, neither you nor Matthias.
I've already told you. Everything is in the hands of the Blessed Virgin. I will accept with humility the fate she grants me.
Oh, Sakra. This is going to be a right mess.
It will be. Oh, god damn it. I don't think I persuaded her to speak with humility. I spoke to Johanka.
I spoke to Johanka.
And did you manage to convince her?
I don't think so.
I'm afraid not. She's stubborn. She says she answers only to the Blessed Virgin.
Oh dear, Henry. That's not good at all. What about her family? Doesn't she have a relative she might listen to?
No. None of them survived the raid on Skalitz.
She has no one at all left in the world? Poor child.
Well, she has Matthias, but he won't wake up in time. Right? I can't talk to him. I can talk to Matthias? Matthias?
Matthias? You're better.
Henry? Is it you?
Yes, it's me. Who else would it be?
I'm glad you're here, Henry. I feel a bit better now. I'd even like to eat something. I must tell Johanka. She'll be glad.
Well, Johanka isn't here just now. That's not a good idea. That's not possible. That's not possible.
Unfortunately, that won't be possible.
Oh? Why's that?
How to begin? Look, things got a bit complicated here. The main thing is, Johanka is in jail, awaiting trial.
What? What happened?
Johanka claims the Virgin Mary visits her. The Virgin Mary visits Johanka.
The Virgin Mary is speaking to Johanka, and Johanka is spreading her word to the people. But there's this inquisitor who heard about it and had her arrested. He's putting her on trial for heresy.
Oh my god. How could such a thing happen? But if Our Lady is speaking to her, surely nothing can happen to her.
Well, I hope not.
Dude,
Trouble
can you
is,
help me?
Johanka is very obstinate, and she's likely to say things in court that will just make it worse for her. Listen, Matthias, I need you to go with me and talk to her.
Yes, please.
Maybe together we can convince her to see sense.
I wish I could. But I'm still too weak to even get out of bed. I'm sorry, Henry. I just can't do it. You know what? Tell her I'm feeling better, and I agree with everything you tell her. Give her this dice. She'll understand. It'll almost be like I was there with you.
I know about the dice. I don't have to ask about it.
All right.
Thanks, Matthias.
Thanks, Matthias.
Henry, please, look out for her. And make sure nothing happens to her.
I'll do my best.
Goodbye.
That's good. That's very good. That's very good. I'm glad that I thought of speaking to Matthias, or trying to, because I wasn't able to do that until now. Hello, I'm back. One of the Inquisitors men, of course. Johanka, come here. Darling baby. About the trial.
About that trial?
Yes, the trial.
I spoke to Matthias.
I spoke to Matthias.
What? But he's lying in a fever, isn't he?
No, he's much better. He asked about you. He wanted to come here, but he's not strong enough yet.
Oh, that's wonderful. You see, Our Lady helped him. And now, I have to do my part.
No.
But doesn't
You
it
have
mean
to
that
listen.
you've already done your part?
Well,
What would be the point of it all if the Inquisitor were to have you imprisoned now? Or even worse?
It's a message. A final test. I mustn't fail now, after everything.
But you already passed the Virgin Mary's message on. Many people heard it, and many of them have amended their ways. You certainly haven't failed. Look, Matthias gave me this for you, and he asked me to tell you to look out for yourself.
Exactly.
Thank you, Henry. Go now. I need to rest.
I think that's good. I think that is a good thing. And now we will have to go to trial, but we will definitely do that in the next episode, and I will end this one here. You guys, this is heating up. I hope we have done everything in our power to help Johanka, and we will see in the next episode. So, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye und auf Wiedersehen.